we all give ourselves these like really high expectations, and we want to commit, we want to do these things, and there's some tug that pulls us down sometimes. And I've definitely found myself doing that at times. And, you know, I think high expectations can be really great. You know, setting goals can be amazing, and having aspirations is so essential. But do you find that sometimes, let's say it's like with your clients or even with yourself, if you like set these high expectations, I'm a very visual person. I like kind of like start to imagine it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's going to be so great. Like it's going to be beautiful. I have all these ideas for how it's going to turn out. And then it doesn't turn out like that at all. And I'm like disappointed. I feel like that is something that I struggle with, is just like over like analyzing and putting this like hyper fixation on like certain things, and then getting really let down when it actually happens. So I think it's almost like this futuristic response to like the things that are going on in my life.
It's funny because they've done studies on this. I think they did this on athletes, and they said, you know, when they win like the World Cup or the US Open or whatever, they have this, it's gonna be like the best moment of my life, right?
Yeah.
Like this is it. Like that's all you do. You work your whole life to get there to that moment. And they asked them like, how did it feel when you won the US Open? This is the best thing ever, right? And they were like, well, in my mind, it actually felt better than when I won, because I hyped it up so much, right? And you know, so much of life is like that, like this party, this amazing party you're gonna go to, and like I can't wait. And then you go to the party and you're like, yeah, it was good. It's fine. But you know, it's that hype in the mind's eye of things, and how we sort of narrate and play it out in our, and then life is sometimes a little more banal. You know, it's just sort of, it was fine. It was okay.
I'm sure we all struggle with it, but sometimes I just try to like really like ground into myself and be like, okay, you know, I need to like really appreciate the now and what's happening right now in front of my eyes. We're here in the studio,
Yeah,
we're drinking our keto,
right?
we're having so much fun.
Yeah, and like maybe this is as good as it gets, and that's great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's, yeah, we tend to dramatize things and create these unrealistic expectations for ourselves that backfire. I think sometimes it's like, actually the lesson is to just manage expectations.
Right. And just like put yourself out there. But I know we were talking a lot about manifestation before we started rolling, and how we're both very like spiritual and into crystals. And I would just like love, you know, again, I think it's really important to like visualize and manifest and, you know, have these like really great goals for yourself. But I would love to hear more about like your manifestation practices, because it is a really beautiful thing. I'm not trying to like put down like creating high expectations for yourself, because I think that's what like gets us to achieve really great things. And every amazing thing that's happened in my life is because I've like literally visualized it and I've manifested it. I've wrote it down on paper, or, you know, I've done some sort of like manifestation meditation. I'm like really into like all the spirituality, like openings and realms. And
I love it.
yeah, like they had like the Lionsgate portal a couple months ago. I was like so into that. I like talked about that. Oh my God. I talked about that endlessly on the show. But yeah, I'd love to hear more about your practice with that.
Yeah, I mean, and going back to like manifesting and all of that, and setting up, you know, you don't want to set yourself up for failure. Like have high hopes for yourself.
Right.
Be aspirational. I think it's all great. I think everyone should go out there and strive to achieve all the things that they want, and also know it's like, it's for the taking. If you want it, you can do it. Get out of your own way might be the hardest part of that. But one of the things I like to do with manifesting is conquer time. We were saying like, don't overdo it in your mind, but actually maybe
you should.
Maybe you should. So when you are manifesting, what you do is you complete it in your mind. You say, thank you so much, universe, for giving me that job promotion. I love my job. So it's so fruitful. I'm so happy here. And I'm so grateful that you gave that to me. It's complete. You completed that in your mind. And so that's part of manifestation practice. It's that, but really what that's giving and offering is this belief that you can complete that. Even if it hasn't happened yet, you make it you make it complete in your mind and you talk to the universe. I like to talk to the universe.
Yeah.
I'm the crazy person out in the world talking by myself. So, thank you, universe, for this.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was like, I'm not one of those people that talks to myself, and I kind of feel like I should. I feel like I should get into that.
Well, the spirit guides are listening.
Yeah.
So they're like in a boardroom just waiting for all of us to talk to them. They're waiting. They're ready. And, you just tell them what you're needing or what you're needing support in, and they're there for us.
Right.
That's the spiritual piece and manifesting piece, right? If you're needing support in something, ask for it.